First, I'd like to share this quote. Let me win, but if I do not win, let me be brave in the attempt. These words from the Special Olympics athlete oath capture the essence of resilience and determination. They remind us that true success isn't about victory. It's about the courage to keep going no matter the outcome. When I was younger, my learning disability shaped many of my experiences. I was a lively, energetic kid who struggled to grasp many concepts. Reading, writing, even focusing in general was a huge challenge. My challenges were often in areas where society tends to measure intelligence. For much of my early years, I felt misunderstood by those around me. I was constantly told, and so were my parents, both outright and in subtle ways, that there's things I simply couldn't do, that I wasn't smart enough to succeed. But as I grew, I was fortunate enough to meet many amazing people who believed in me, giving me opportunities to prove what I was capable of. And with their support, I thrived. At the start of high school, like most freshmen, I was still trying to find myself, unsure of where I would fit in. Then, one day in history class, my teacher, Ms. Johan, introduced the Special Olympics Club, and that moment changed everything. The Special Olympics Club is dedicated to hosting an annual event for Special Olympics New York, an organization that provides opportunities for individuals with intellectual disabilities who otherwise don't have access to sporting events and training, with the support they need to participate and succeed. This event allows athletes to compete in an environment that is not only fun and competitive, but also adapted to their needs, one that celebrates ability rather than limitation. Hosting this event each year is no small task. It takes months of planning driven by the dedication of student volunteers and the leadership of Ms. Johan. The process begins with recruiting volunteers through Fieldson's annual club fair. Our goal isn't just numbers. It's about finding people who want to make a difference. From there, club members take on different roles, choosing positions that align with their strengths. And for me, that meant creating posters. I found joy in creating bold, colorful signs that cheered on athletes and made the space feel celebratory. When the day of the event finally arrives, Fieldson transforms. It's chaotic, it's exhausting, and yet for me, it's one of the most rewarding experiences of the year. I'll never forget the first time I placed a medal around an athlete's neck. Seeing the pride in their faces, that moment is irreplaceable. If I close my eyes, I can still remember my first ever event. All the many weeks of planning and preparation finally began to feel real. Everyone, players, volunteers, coaches, and spectators gathered in the upper gym for an opening ceremony. And as the games began, I found myself completely caught up in the moment. This is the heart of the Special Olympics Club at our school, a place where students, athletes, and the entire community come together to celebrate each other. It's not perfect, and things don't always go as planned. But that is part of what makes it special. The club isn't just about a single day or a single event. It's about what we take away from it. You learn to be more compassionate, and not just in a broad, abstract sense, but in the small moments of joy, like when you see someone's face light up because a whole gym is cheering just for them. It also changes the way we see each other and ourselves. When you spend a day celebrating what people can do instead of focusing on what they can't, it changes how you view yourself. The Special Olympics shows how powerful small actions can be. Cheering for a team, screaming your lungs out to show your support, or just telling an athlete you did great can make a bigger impact than you think. We're all part of something bigger than ourselves. This club, this event, these athletes, they have changed me. They have taught me that we're more alike than we're different. That success isn't about fitting into a mold, it's about breaking barriers and redefining what is possible. That inclusion isn't just an idea, it's an action. And through the club, I've learned empathy. Not just by seeing the world through someone else's eyes, but by also standing beside people in their moment of glory. Before that day, working with the Special Olympics, I thought of volunteering as something you did for others. But what I didn't realize was how much of it I would gain myself. The Special Olympics challenges the way we think about achievement too. It reminds us that it isn't about how easily you fit into a box society has created, it's about the effort you put in. Every high five, every cheer creates a sense of unity that extends beyond the games. It reminds us that at the end of the day, we're all on the same team. After 3 years of working for the Special Olympics program, I now see who I am. Not just as a volunteer, but as someone who understands and appreciates in a way I didn't know I could. I know that I'm ready to be a senior leader in the club next year, and are ready to mentor others to become future leaders as well. That is why I believe in the club and this organization. Because the people we support were also told that they couldn't, that they were not capable. And I know personally when someone believes in you and gives you the right tools to show that, that can make the world of a difference. So tonight I hope to leave you with this. What if we approach life in the way our club approaches the Special Olympics? What if we committed to lifting others and to celebrate every person's potential without judgment, while being grateful and finding joy in having the privilege to meet every single person? The world is full of incredible people and many opportunities to create spaces where everyone feels accepted and valued. You can be the one to take the first step, and you should, because when everyone is included and given the opportunity to show what they're capable of, we all win. Thank you.